Hello guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to install one of the best restaurant management systems, okay? One of the best restaurant management systems I have come across in my 4 years of installing software for restaurants and hotels. Okay, so in terms of POS, in terms of restaurant management, hotel management, resort, anything business management, okay? But when it comes to restaurants, this is one of the best I've come across. So I want to show you how to install it. And you can even install it as a freelancer, you can install it as a business. Very good. So let's start. Okay, so you can get the software on Code Canyon, okay? This is Code Canyon. The price is 99 for regular and then the extended license is 325. So to understand more of this, you can read here, okay? So you can visit it, just search for Bhojon by BD Task. It's one of the best when it comes to restaurant management. Okay, so let's get into it. How do you install this? So first, you need the source code. So you need the script. So this is PHP based. So you need the script, also the source code. You need the script. Once you have the script, you have to host it either on a live server or on an offline server for test purposes. Okay, so to test it, you can host it offline, and then to deploy it for use, you can host it online. Okay, so this is how we are going to do it. I'm going to show you how to host it offline, then afterwards, I'll show you how to host it online. Okay, so let's get started. So first, we need the source code. So I have it here. So this is it. This is it, Bhojon, right? So I have it here. So I'm going to extract it. Let's do the extraction. I'm using Breeze extract here. Okay, good, good, good. So Bhojon is extracting. Okay, so now that the extraction is done, let's host it on a server. Okay, so we are going to host it on a local host server called, we have one that is called Laragon. So this is Laragon. Okay, this is Laragon. We are going to host it on Laragon. So let's partition. Let's do this. Yeah, close everything here. We have Laragon here. Let's go to root. Okay, Laragon gives us the root access. Okay, so here we are. So this is the extracted file here. This is the extracted file, and this is the Laragon interface. Sorry, this is the Laragon storage space for your server. So this is where you upload the files to. So let's create a new folder. Okay, so we're going to create a new folder. We are going to call it what should we call it? So test DB. Same thing. This is a resto. No, okay, that's a new rest, whatever, anything. But remember, if you are installing for a client, you want to remember it, okay? So you want to do everything to remember. So this is the Bhojon file. So this is the new folder we created, new reds, okay? This is obscure, but forget, sorry. So let's go. Now, this is, you have the documentation for installation, and then we have the files itself. So we open here. Okay, so there's the file. So we're going to copy everything, copy, then we paste them into the new folder we created on the server. So I open the server here. This is my Laragon server. This is the localhost server. Then you just access its root folder. Okay. When you access the root folder, it takes you to a file. If you don't want to access the root folder, you can go to your this PC, local disk, Laragon, then you see www, right? www. So when you go there, you see the list of projects that is currently being hosted on your server. Okay, so the new folder we created is this one, the new res. New res. Okay, so of course I'm pasting the files into this folder. Okay, So let's keep an eye onto the copy. So we are our copying is undergoing. Okay, we're going to take a minute. So first, you get the codes, you extract your codes, and then you pull out the codes from what Code Canyon gives you. Then you host them on a server. That's very clear, right? Then you host it on a server. Okay. So it can be a live server. So a live service examples are cPanels. Okay. So I'll show you how to host it live so that remotely everyone can access it. And then there is also a way for you to host it locally that only you can access it on your computer for testing purposes before you deploy it for your clients. Okay. So we are moving our files. Okay, so now the moving of the files is complete. Okay, we are going to close the folder that we extracted, but we have to go back to our roots to make sure everything is there. So we made a new, it's called new res. Okay, so everything we need is here. Good. So this is everything we need. Okay, this is everything we need. Okay, now we come back to your Laragon server. Then you stop all the services. So we are going to stop everything. So after stopping everything, you can start again. Now let's start it. So when you start, Laragon is going to recognize you've added a new project onto the server. So start. You see, so detected new project. Then it's going to ask you, then you're going to confirm. Okay. So yes. Good. So Laravel has detected. Now the server is ready. So let's open a news tab. So we need a new tab. So we need a new tab on our browser, Chrome, whatever browser you have. Okay, a new tab. So this is the so to access local, just say localhost. To access the site, let's start with localhost. Okay, localhost is going to load. It's going to take you to the server's interface. So this is the server's interface. So what do we have here? We have bespoke, we have Bhojon, market. So Bhojon I've already installed it. I'm installing it from today. Then we have the new red. So this is the new folder we created. Okay, so we are going to click on that. Okay. Oops. This is first. Okay, guys, so sorry for that. So let's go on. We're going to say new reds, okay? Oops, okay. So there is an issue here. It's not an issue, but it's something I missed. Look, so with Bojone, the system they've put the installation and everything, the setup for the installation into a folder called install. So if I should go back to my server, let me hide this. When I go to root, if I should go to the new Rex, the folder we're installing right now, you see there is a folder called install, right? So this is so you have to access this folder. So to access it, we have to type install in addition to the localhost new Rex install. So it's like you're giving a direction, okay? So we are saying localhost new Rex install. Okay, so let's do that. Install. Let's add install to it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's access it and see. Okay, so here we go. So now it's open. Okay, so let's okay. Okay, so now that everything is ready, it says purchase key. So this is for a test. So I just need anything purchase key, anything goes through next. So this is it. Okay, so this is an error. So to fix this, you have to trace your. So it says Laragon www new res install php requirements.php line 295. Okay, there is an error there. So to fix that, we go back to our root folder. So Laragon www new res install php requirements.php. So you have to override this error. Okay, let's go. So we come to our Laragon, go to new folder, new reds, sorry, the root folder, new reds. So look at the location it's giving us. New reds install PHP requirements. Okay, so root new reds install PHP requirements. Okay, so we have to make changes to this file there. So I just clicked on it. I double click for it to open. So line 295, line 295. Um, which was good. Let's go 295. So line 295. Okay, so let's comment this out. So just do this. Okay, so what I've done here, whenever our code is being read, this is going to be override. It's going to skip it. It's a comment. So this is called commenting. So it's just going to skip it. So it's not going to read that for the code to stop. So now let's save it. Save. Good. Now we can close this. We can close everything here. Then let's restart our server again. Let's restart our server. So let's start. Good. Okay. Then let's refresh. Okay. So we are good, right? So you see that error is gone now, right? So now we have the next button. So you can go to next. Good. So here we are. So we have to set up our database. So to set up the database, we go back to your server, okay, which is Laravel here. So this time around, we are not going to go to the root. We are going to go to the database. So this is how we. But to set up your PHP my admin, so to set up that, you just do a left click here. You go to tools, quick add. Then you download the PHP my admin. Okay. So to set up that for your server, you go to database, you do a right click, you go to quick tools, sorry, tools, quick add, then you go to PHP my admin, then you download it. I have it already, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to cancel it. Sorry, I have it, I have it. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. Okay, now, so you just after downloading it, you just click on database, then it's going to load on your Chrome, on your browser, sorry. So you get access to your MySQL, okay? So let's say root, then let's log in. So mostly the username by default is root and there is no password. So now let's create a database here. New, let's call it Bhojon. Okay, Bhojon. So just create it. So that's it. So now it's been done. So now let's go back to our code here. Where were we installing? Localhost to here. Here. So now it's asking for your database name is Bhojon, right? Username is root. Okay. Password is empty, and then host name is localhost. So we are not going to change that. We are just going to say next. Okay. Good. So credentials. So 89 seconds. So let's wait for that to be done. So now we are importing. The system is automatically importing our databases into the database we are connected. Okay. Let's wait for some time. Let me pause it, guys. Once it's done, I'll resume. Okay. Okay. So the database import is already almost done. So now we have to set up our login credentials. So let's do something simple. Admin at example, right? Admin at demo, admin at example. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Next. So installation is done. Good. Now finish installation. Yes, and it's going to ask you to delete the installer folder. Okay, so let's do delete. Good. Then launch. So our system is ready. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, boss. Okay, so now let's log in with the admin details. We set up at admin okay. Then admin at example. Okay, that's com. Okay, so password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's service due.
Social media for guest.
No, service due is for the main.
So then
Yes. So C Z 5A. Through. Okay, so guys, this is it. So the setup is done. Now everything is working perfect. See you next in my video. I'll show you how to use it and I'll show you how to install it on a live server as well. So this is localhost. We've installed it on a localhost server. Okay. In the next video, I'll show you how to install it on a live server.